area you're from. And you're welcome to use the Q&A to ask questions.
Canmore, awesome. Slave Lake, that's great.
Slave Lake, yeah. Grand Cache. We're from all over. Hello, Royal LePage, Athabasca, Sylvan Lake, Red Deer, woo. Rocky Mountain House. Good morning. Camrose, often confused with Canmore if you read it too quickly. Bluffton. Hi, Amanda. Remax Advantage Whitecourt. Rimby. Sundre.
Wow, we get lots of people. This is super exciting. Okay, just a quick note, there's lots of people using the internet at 9 a.m. in the morning. So we found sometimes it could be a little bit of a delay or a little bit of a glitchy screen. So don't worry about it. It always gets back to be better as long as you can hear us. This is what matters. It's 9:01. We like to start right on the dot because we value your time and we have a lot of content to cover today. Heather, are we ready to start?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Oh, we've lost Heather. Okay, so
I was opening both windows on both sides, so for the light, it's a really stormy morning here in BC on Vancouver Island.
In the ocean.
Hi, Monica.
Heather has a beautiful place right on the ocean. So yeah, sometimes there's whales going through the webinar. And I have bears. We have bears in Whistler all over the place right now. And I think they're loving the fact that we are, there's not too many people around. There's a video right now with the Whistler golf course with bears dancing on the golf course. It's really great. Okay, so let's dive right into it. Conducting real estate virtually. This is a webinar that we absolutely love. We have taught it to over 2,000 real estate agents in the last month or so. It was requested by some of our clients that are realtors, by some friends in real estate, by the Toronto Real Estate Board, and lots of clients of small businesses. And it answers hopefully all the questions that you have about how Facebook Live works and how to keep your business top of mind and be efficient and not make mistakes with live broadcasting. I'm Catherine Aird. I'm in Whistler, British Columbia. I have a company called Catherine Aird Social Media, and I'm a social media coach and marketer based out of Whistler, BC. So I've been in sales marketing for 20 years, focusing on Facebook and Instagram advertising and account management for the last 10. And for the last, I can't even remember, 4 or 5, joined forces with the amazing Heather Clifford, the Facebook guru. And we have been creating workshops specifically for real estate and working with real estate agents. I will pass on the show to Heather.
Awesome. Thank you, Catherine. Good morning, everyone. It is such a pleasure to be here working with you this morning. I have been a real estate agent for 30 years, mostly as a managing broker, and I started the company Keep It Simple Social Media 10 years ago. This is our 10-year anniversary, and I started it to help my real estate agents market their business when the downturn of the economy happened in 2009. So together with Catherine, we have now produced over 600 YouTube videos helping real estate agents market their business utilizing social media. So we're very passionate about what we're doing. We are available for you long after this webinar is over. You're going to receive lots of notes. You're going to receive links to videos on everything we're talking about. So we don't want you to feel worried or pressured. Grab a pen, take some notes, and just remember that right now, the whole world, the whole of Canada, we're under this enormous amount of stress. And because of that, we're really going into overload right now. I don't know about you, but it feels like we are watching so many webinars and everyone is giving us everything for free, but we just can't keep up. And so that becomes extremely stressful. And especially if you don't feel that you're tech savvy, that you don't understand how to utilize technology. What Catherine and I want for you today is just to find one item that we talk about that you can relate to and try to implement that into your business. So basically what we're saying is, be kind to yourself right now. This is a whole new world of marketing, especially as a real estate agent, but you're never going to go back to the old way of business. So we're here for you, and we're really excited about the next 60 minutes.
Yes, and we will send you a copy of all these slides, as well as the notes, a link to join our private Facebook group for ongoing support, where you can ask all your questions after this class is over. And in the notes, you will have the links to all the video tutorial that cover the more technical aspects of this presentation. So this will be automatically emailed to you within the next 24 hours. So what are we gonna cover today?
We are going to start off talking a little bit about content creation. We're going to talk about virtual open houses. How do you do them today? We're going to talk about conducting interviews and updates with potential clients and other professionals. We're then going to move on to promoting your live videos. So we're going to talk about the Facebook Live Producer. We're going to talk about these little things called the URL and why they are so important for us to understand how they work. Then we're going to move on to communication. So how do we actually conduct business virtually today, communicating with people that we actually can't get in front of in most cases? But in order to start, we're going to build you a little bit of a foundation. And this is where I say, grab a pen and paper, because Catherine's going to share with you some amazing ideas to help you start off your business with the new virtual world that we're in right now. And we're going to talk about strategy.
All right, so first things first, you want to make sure you stay informed. Make sure that you follow the updates with the government, federal government, provincial government, with your board and with your brokerage firm to see what's happening, what we're allowed to do, what we're not, and how to conduct business these days. You want to make sure that you stay safe. If you are going to someone's home, it's nice to discuss if people are going to be present or not. Make sure you have a little safety kit, maybe in your car, with gloves, with potentially a mask, with some wipes to clean the areas you will be touching. People will appreciate that you take that extra step, and it will help you stay safe. And keep smiling, because it changes every hour. It seems every hour feels like a day, every day feels like a month. There's so much going on, and technology often glitches. So take it with a smile, take a step back, and learn to roll with it. Trust us, we deal with technology every day, and we adapt and stretch your brain every day. But it's also a wonderful tool, and everything that you are learning now are resources and tools that you will be able to use over and over in the future. First things first, home office video and equipment. The first thing you want to test is the internet. If you are doing any meetings from home, ask if you can have the highest internet that is available at your house right now. Look at your internet provider, make some tests, see how much it would maybe cost to upgrade, see what's available. That's super important. If you are going live on location, you'll be using your phone data and your phone internet connection. Maybe once you get into the house, it's going to glitch with their Wi-Fi system. So do some tests and maybe ask to join the Wi-Fi network of the home you will be in beforehand, so you have an idea of what's working best, and you have all these passwords on hand if you need them. Now you need some equipment, and this is Heather's and I favorite thing, because we love buying gadgets and testing it all for you. So the first thing is the camera. Your computer camera is one thing. So if you have a MacBook, often they come with a great camera and good sound, but not necessarily. So do some testing and see if you can maybe have an extra camera if you have a PC that you can connect to your computer. You want to make sure that you have good sound. You can get away with a bit of a blurry screen, but you won't be able to get away with bad sound. So right now I'm using just the headphones that come with my cell phone, because there is a microphone in them, which, by the way, when it's hooked to your phone, it can be used as a camera clicker to take photos. How cool is that? Then I use a lot these noise canceling headphones with a Bluetooth connection. And they're really nice because they shut all the noise away, including my 3 kids, the husband, the dog, everybody. So I really like these. They connect either to the phone or the computer. A light, I have these little ring lights that I use. They're like $20, not even, and you can order them online. And I'll show you the difference. I have one that clips to my computer, and it really makes kind of a difference. If you can use the daylight, see where you are at a home or in your office, and try to be positioned in front of a window so you have as much daylight as possible. So daylight is super important. Your backdrop. Mine is over the top white right now. I'm in our social media studio. But if you're at home, maybe make sure that there's no dirty laundry in the back, that you can clean things up a little bit, that you have a strategy with your family to try to be in a quiet zone while you're conducting meeting and any video interviews. Tripod, wipes, and charger. So the other thing we use, and on the keepitsimplesocialmedia.com website under bootcamp, you'll have a link to video gear, and it's the equipment that we use a lot. This is a tripod that works as a selfie stick. You clip your phone to it, and what we like about it, first, it's sturdy, and it comes with a remote control clicker. And this is really great because you can start and stop your recording without having to reach out for the phone. Finally, we have these little wipes. Wipes and anything to clean your lens. We have these little portable ones too. I'll try to find one, but you want to make sure your camera is clean. So a little cleaner is good. I always bring with me a portable charger because you don't want to do all this online setup and then run out of battery with your phone. So these little chargers are really good. And then finally, I like to bring little sticky notes so I can write key points and stick them maybe next to my phone or somewhere so I know what I'm going to be talking about. So this is kind of your basic equipment. Look at the resources that you need. If you need an upgrade on some software you want to be using, and if you need equipment, make a list and get your little kit ready. Make sure you have a good strategy and a routine. Some people are conducting business at completely different times now because they have kids at home and so on. So have a clear communication with your team and with your clients on what is best to conduct business. Practice, practice, practice. Put it as a part of your strategy. You cannot assume that everything's going to go well and everything's going to function first shot. It's good to practice with your friends, have virtual cocktail parties, whatever it takes so that you are comfortable with a software, say Zoom on computers, Zoom on your phone. Keep advertising as a part of your social media strategy, because no matter how good your content is going to be, there's only a small percentage of your follower that will see it in their newsfeed. The reason being that Facebook and Instagram and the other social media platform, they put the content on friends and families first and businesses later. So by having an advertising budget, even if it's just a couple of dollars a day, you can really make sure that your content is being seen by your target audience. And Heather teaches a wonderful 1-hour class just on Facebook and Instagram advertising. And then finally, the last part of strategy is your content strategy. What can you talk about? So of course, we know there's listings, there's open houses, there's set key dates. So you can look at your calendar, so the calendar for the month of May and maybe the calendar to come for June, and start putting in the key dates that you know for sure to be true. So Mother's Day just came by. In June, we have Father's Day, we have the first day of summer and so on. So you can start long weekends, holidays, events that are set in time. So if you have set meetings, if you have a blog that you want to release on a certain day, or a newsletter that you're sending, or an open house, or a closing. So put those in and then backtrack a couple of days, because you'll want to be promoting those key events in advance on all your social media channels. If you're going to do an open house on Facebook on the Saturday at 10, then you can talk about it on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and let people know, say on the Tuesday, this weekend, join me for a Facebook Live open house at this property. And then you start building your calendar like that. Then the rest of the days can be filled with content of service. And we like suggesting to batch your content in set days. So you can have a market update or team update, community update, say on Monday. You can talk about your future listings or your existing listings, open houses and so on, about business content on Wednesday. And then you can share something that's a little bit longer format, maybe on the Friday. For example, you can answer frequently asked questions. So we're talking of content of service that will help your clients, your future clients, and your followers. Content that they can share, that's not necessarily selling, but that is of value. So answering frequently asked questions, taking advantage of the parks and the neighborhoods to be quite quiet, to do a video and talk about what's in your neighborhood. Interviews, we have a screenshot of Richard Silver here with Silver Burdening and Associate that has done, I think, almost 50 interviews so far since COVID started, with real estate brokers, bankers, lawyers, answering questions, interviewing other experts in real estate everywhere in the world. He has become the go-to person for all resources, and his interviews are going viral and being shared because it's answering questions that people have right now. Of course, your business services and updates. And the rest of the days can be more fluff content. We like to share it, but there's a place for fluff because that's the more funny post, inspiration, beautiful photos, customer testimonials, some reviews, some things about you and your lifestyle, because people might not be able, like, in a position to hire you right away for your services, but they can start relating with a little bit of a more personal side of you, of who you are. And then when they are ready to do business, then your name will be kept top of mind. And then the funny stuff, it's always, there's so many jokes and funny stuff going on these days on the internet. I find I go on and either I cry or I laugh. There's so much stuff going on, but it's okay to share that. We only have one rule, and I'll pass the camera to Heather. She'll share the rule and carry on.
Great. Thanks, Catherine. Yes, when we're teaching our social media boot camps, we like to tell everyone that there's lots of little arrows and dots and buttons that you have to press to find out what's behind. What is Facebook offering you? What is there from Instagram? But if you're afraid to click around, then you'll never find out what's behind all those secret doors. So we generally have 3 rules to keep you strong and confident. 1, no alcohol when you're doing your business social media. Number 2, no swearing on social media. Number 3, keep your clothes on. So if you're doing all 3 of those things, go ahead and click around and don't be afraid of seeing what's behind all the little drop down arrows and dots. And since COVID-19 has started in the last couple of months, we've seen some pretty crazy things happen to real estate agents because they got too political or they became too religious, let's say. And not that you can be too much either or when you're passionate about it, but all we're saying is we've seen it turn really bad for a couple of agents. So just keep those things in mind when you're producing your social media.
Yeah, it's like going to dinner with your mother-in-law. Okay, so now content creation tools. So say you have an idea of what it is you're going to be talking about. Now, how are you going to go about it? So here are some tools and some ideas.
Perfect. Thanks, Catherine. So content creation. So we're going to give you guys a whole bunch of ideas and hopefully something is going to resonate with you and you'll be able to try to implement it into your business. We're going to go through having the seller film a walkthrough of the property. And the reason for that is a lot of people don't want you in their home right now, but they still need to sell. And especially if you have a listing, we have a fiduciary duty in place to market those properties. So let's talk a little bit about the seller. Then we're going to go on to doing a virtual open house. What is that? Why are they so popular today? And how can you do your own virtual open house or your own video, so to speak? Then we're going to talk about the new thing that's going on for real estate, and that's screen sharing, split screen options for you to become the professional in your industry, in your area, or to interview other people or to talk to your clients. Then we will move on to using those beautiful professional photos that you might have taken yourself of your listings or of parks in your neighborhood, or just beautiful photographs that you have on your camera or on your desktop computer. Catherine? So let's get started by talking about the seller's going to do the filming for you. So you have a listing and you need pictures or you need videos or people are interested in it. But at this point, the seller doesn't really want you in the home. Maybe they have a mother that's living with them that's older. Maybe that someone's compromised immune system, but they need to sell that house. Now, if you're not tech savvy and the seller's not tech savvy, it's okay, because we have a list that we're going to give you to walk through with the seller, and it's going to make you look so good that you're at least attempting to do something to help sell that property. So you have to talk to the seller about what room in the house is the best room to be taking a video of. So I often, and I actually have seen a number of agents will shoot a video, just one little video, and they will stand in front of the property and they will shoot a video, not necessarily using the Wi-Fi, but because sometimes the connection isn't good, but just shooting a video and talking about the neighborhood, talking about the schools, the parks, the transit, the shopping, all of the most important things that a buyer is going to be interested in. And that would be one video. Then you can ask the seller maybe to put a tripod down on the kitchen counter and just shoot a video and talk about the kitchen. The seller does not have to be in the video unless they want to be. I watched a video a couple of weeks ago out of Toronto where the seller did this for the listing agent, and it was very emotional. He talked about raising his two girls and how they walked to school safely every single day, and now the house was just too big for them. And I'll tell you, that video was very good because it had an emotional component to it. So these are the things that you want to talk to the seller about. Of course, you're going to have a checklist. Okay, how do you hold the phone, vertical or horizontal? Well, for Facebook, Mr. Seller, we're going to hold it in a horizontal or landscape. It's also known as wide screen because it would pick up more of the home. But if the seller has a tripod or even a gimbal, it will act like a steady cam, so it's not all shaky. You have two lenses today. You have a front lens and you have your back lens. Both of them need to be cleaned because we keep our phones in our pocket, in our purses, and so it gets really gritty. And you're going to have this checklist that you can go through with the seller. And you might say to the seller, let's not shoot a video of the entire property. Let's just shoot 3 or 4 videos and I will slice them together into one video, or we can do sneak peeks or a series. So it's up to you. You're out of the box now to think about how you want to do it. One of the other things is you need to go very slowly today when you're shooting videos of the house. Think of the buyer that's interested. They're looking at this video and they're trying to see everything they can. But if you move too quickly, it becomes frustrating for them. So you're going to have your checklist. You're going to talk to your seller about how they can shoot a really good video or a number of videos, or even you going to the property can follow the list on shooting the video. Catherine? Next, we're going to talk about Facebook Lives. I'm going to actually walk you through exactly how to do a Facebook Live, but we're also going to give you a video so you can recap it and try it on your own. So the thing about Facebook Live is the reason you want to do it is as soon as you start shooting your live, Facebook starts to notify people that you have a live video on your Facebook business page or on your personal profile, and they tend to want to come and check it out. And that way they can engage with you in real time. But here's the bomb. Facebook loves video. YouTube loves video because Google owns YouTube and it's a video channel. But the bomb for video today is live video. It gets the most interaction. It gets the most amount of engagement. So for you to do a live video at your property or at your office or a market update, it really is going to set you apart from other agents. So you can do a live video from your desktop computer. You can do a live video from your smartphone, in a house, outside of the house. There's lots of different places that you can do your live video, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. Catherine's going to walk you through how to do an Instagram live, and then I just want to say something about standard video. These are probably the bomb, and I'm going to suggest that you get yourself a tripod for as little as $20. You set it up on your kitchen counter, and you just practice saying good morning. Hi, my name is Heather, and just practice and practice, and you'll get more and more comfortable. If you're not comfortable having yourself filmed, then turn the camera around, but just press the button and record it. And then you will start to get used to shooting video. Now, there are some really key things that we want to remember. If we're shooting for Instagram, it's vertical, straight up and down. If we're shooting for Facebook or YouTube, we want to be landscape or widescreen. We want to go into our camera settings on our phone, and you'll get this in your notes, and you want to change your phone settings to 1080p pixels by 60 FPS, which is frames per second. That way, if you're editing the video, it turns out a lot smoother than what the 30 frames is. You also want to change your formatting to be most compatible. In most cases, it's not set on those two settings, but also turn on your grid. Everyone's camera has a grid mode. And the thing about grid is you can then start using a photographer's rule, which is called the rule of thirds. And that's where you line an object up on a third. So you're not shooting dead on and straight on, but you have lots of different angles, and it really is going to make you look a little more professional. I'll give you one last tip on shooting standard videos. Never zoom in with your fingers. You know how you can zoom in? Not on video. Zoom in with your feet. You get closer, because what you can't tell when you're watching the video back on your smartphone is it's all pixelated when you zoom. When you put that video on a larger screen, desktop computer, a TV set like people are watching today, it will become completely distorted if you're zooming. So zoom with your feet. So those are my little tips on video and Facebook. So let's talk about how we actually do a Facebook Live. We're going to talk about doing it from our smartphone. And the reason being is it's the most versatile, and you have it on you at all times where you could just, oh my gosh, I'm going to do a live right now. Or you could schedule a live. So you're looking at a gold flag on the screen right now in the top left-hand corner. That's called the Facebook Pages Managers app. Facebook Pages Managers app. It is the bomb. This way you don't have to go through your Facebook personal profile, but you can just click on the app and go right into your business page. When you're in your business page, you can then click on publish, or you can click on go live. Some of your phones are saying go live because Facebook wants you to go live, or you're going to have to click on the photos. So you could have a 3-step process. Click on the words publish, click on the pictures, and then click on live video. Now you could do this right now while you're watching this Zoom webinar. You could just simply click go live, and you're not going to go live. It doesn't go live right away. Just go ahead and click go live and open up the interface of the actual Facebook Live component. And this is if you don't have your camera enabled or you don't have your microphone enabled, then you're going to have to let Facebook in so it can access your video camera and your microphone. And then take a deep breath and have a little look around. You can switch your camera so it's not facing you. You can use the filters, so you can go black and white, or you can put all kinds of silly ears and things on, dog ears, rabbit. Or you can just use the filters so it makes you look a little prettier if you feel you're not looking the greatest today. And you can just look around and you can see what everything's about before you even go live. And then what you can do is Facebook says to you, say something about this video. Facebook wants you to give it a little bit of a description or a title. And the reason that you want to do this is because as soon as you start going live, Facebook takes that URL, your Facebook business page, and starts giving it to people that it thinks is relevant to your business or what your live is about. And that is the hook, the opportunity for them to come over and start watching your live video. And then you can engage with people right there on the spot. But here's something else. When you click go live, when you're ready, it goes 3, 2, 1, and then you're live. The thing that I see a lot of real estate agents do, which is a big mistake, is they sit there and they wait. I'm going to wait for a few more people to come on. Oh, hi, how are you? And they don't get into the business. Get into the business. Don't waste people's time, because you're going to get the most views on that Facebook Live when it's over. Now, here's the other thing. When that video is over, Facebook actually says to you, Do you want to delete that video? You didn't like it, delete it. No one's probably seen it, maybe a couple of people, but you could practice. You could go live. I'm going to practice. I'm going to go live. Practice, delete, delete. Or you could publish. And once you publish that onto your Facebook business page, you watch what happens by the end of the day. You will have at least 100 people that have watched that video for free. You haven't even spent any money. But the bomb about putting it on your Facebook business page instead of your personal profile is all the bells and whistles. You can then open up your desktop computer and you can give captions. Those are the words that you're speaking. You can add titles. You can change the frame, because the frame is with your mouth wide open or your eyes crossed in most cases. And you can just pick something more flattering. You can enter some nice text and description. You could have a URL to your listing, so you take people off of Facebook right to your website. So there's so many things that you can do with Facebook Live today, and that's why it is going crazy. It's a wonderful opportunity for you to market your business, and it's a brand new tool in your toolkit as a real estate agent. Now, some of you might have already done some lives, and we'd love you to put it in the chat and let us know. And if some of you want to do a live and you want us to watch, just send us your link and we'll watch you and support you going on from here. So personal or business, business is always better. I try doing a live on your personal too. Why not? Sometimes you can split screen actually on your personal, but not on the business one just yet. And we'll talk more about how you can do that. Catherine?
All right, now let's dive into Instagram Live. And our kind of rule that we say is pick one social media platform and master it. So if you're spending lots of time on Facebook, this is where you're having the most interaction, you're comfortable, you already know how Facebook works, then maybe start practicing your life on Facebook. But if you are happy to spend time on Instagram, then maybe try an Instagram Live. So to go live on Instagram, you start by clicking your little story. And on our slide, you'll see there's a circle on the left and it says your story with a blue circle and the plus button. This is where you go to start a story, or you swipe left. But look next to it, those circles with the rainbow spinning around them, those are all people that have an Instagram story running right now for 24 hours. So you get prime real estate running Instagram stories. If you run an Instagram live video, not only will you be spinning on top, but you'll get priority over everyone else, and the live videos show up first. So this is as good as it gets. So you click that live button and then your screen is gonna open up, and you click that story button, and then the first thing you're gonna see is super scary. You're gonna see under your chin, all the chin folds and your nose hair. And normally I'm like, oh gosh. So do yourself and everyone a favor and bring your camera at eye level. And your camera, I lost my sticker, but this is where the eye of your camera is, right up here. There's a little hole. So this is where you want to be looking at. And some of our phones have a back camera as well. So you can switch from selfie mode, filming yourself, to filming what it is that you are seeing. So, but this here, normally I have an actual little star sticker, so I know where to look at. Because if you look down, if you look at yourself on the screen, when people see you on their screen, it's gonna look like you're looking down at them. So look at the eye of the camera, put your camera up, and you will see at the bottom, you have normal, which is just to do a normal Instagram story. And if you go to the left a bit, you'll see live. So you go under live and the circle is gonna appear, you click that and that's it. Then Instagram is gonna show you a message that is saying, we're telling your followers that you've started a live video. And that's exactly what it's doing. It's sending everyone a message saying, so-and-so is live, do you wanna join it? Do you wanna join it? So you get a lot of engagement to Instagram Live because there's so much kind of hype around it. So people are going to start joining, but as Heather said, that was a really good point. Just start as business as usual, even if people are not necessarily there right away, and start with the introduction of what you're doing and get into your topics. Other buttons that you will see at the bottom of your screen while you're doing Instagram Live is a question, little question mark. And this is if before your live video, and this is for people who are familiar with Instagram stories. Instagram gives you little stickers, and you can have a question sticker asking people question. If you click that little question icon, those questions will pop up on screen. There's a paper airplane. This is to invite people to your broadcast. There's 2 smiley faces, and this is how you do a split screen live interview. So say if I'm going live and I want Heather to join me so we can have an interview or discuss a topic in social media, then she would request to join my live broadcast. I accept her request, and then all of a sudden you will see half the screen will be me, half the screen will be her. People can see both of us, they can ask us questions, and we can interact. And keep in mind that a live broadcast is an event as opposed to a virtual tour or a video of a property. A live broadcast, it's a live event where people are there with you. And this is what makes it so special, is the interaction with you or you and your guest. The other little icon you see, it's a smiley face with sparkles. So this is your Instagram filters. And there's crazy filters out there where you can look like a mouse or a rabbit or a space cadet, but keep it simple with the filters. I've put in your notes just for fun a video on about how to make your makeup with Instagram filters, but some of them give just a nice glow to the room, so you can just play with them if you want a little bit in advance to see what you like, or just don't touch the filters at all. And then there you go. You're up and rolling. You keep your camera at eye level. You will see on your camera 2 little arrows, twisting arrows, that allows you to go from selfie mode to filming what you're seeing, which is great when you're doing an open house, because you can be standing and introducing yourself, the property, where you are at, and then show people, and let's walk right into it, or look at the beautiful view, or this is the street view, and then switch the camera back and forth in between you and what you are seeing. Ask questions. So this is a good one, because you want to keep the conversation and the engagement going. And to do so, you can say to people, like, let me know if there's a specific part of the house that you want to see, or make sure to put questions in the comment below, or is anyone from this neighborhood? What do you like most about it? And any questions that can have people interact with you, even just to say, where are you from, and things like that. It helps shake the algorithms and give your live video a beat. Now, when you're done, you click end video, and then you have some options. You will see a drop down arrow at the top, and this allows you to download your live broadcast onto your phone should you wish to repurpose it or put it somewhere else on social media. You then have like an MP4 video format saved on your phone. But you can also share it to your Instagram story, in which case your live broadcast will be shown in those little spinny circles on top for the next 24 hours. So that's an option. And you can, of course, just delete it. So go in, practice, delete, it's gone, bye-bye. Great way to practice. Now, what happens if you save your live broadcast and it's longer than a minute, which in most cases it will be? Like, you should go live for at least 5 minutes or more, so people have time to join you and so on. So what happens then? If it's a longer than 60-second video, you cannot put it on your Instagram feed, because Instagram only allows for 60 seconds video. So there's a secret, and it's called IGTV. And I've put a cheat sheet at the bottom left of your screen that says Instagram video length, 3 seconds to 1 minute. Stories are 50 seconds per little story. And Instagram Live allows you to go for 1 hour. Now, IGTV goes from 15 seconds to 10 minutes. And what is great with IGTV is that if you put your video, IGTV, by the way, is an app within the Instagram app. If you're wondering what that is, you might have seen it on your Instagram feed. If you watch a video for 59 seconds and it's a longer format video, you'll get a little TV show up on the video with a lightning bolt, and it's going to say, do you want to watch the rest of this video on IGTV? And that's exactly what it does. It takes you into IGTV. So for you to use that, and we have some videos that cover all this, but essentially what you do is you make sure you have the Instagram app on the IGTV on Instagram. If you're not sure, you can go in the App Store, Google Play, and Google look for the IGTV app. So once you're in there, you click plus, you upload your video, you add exactly like on Instagram, same. You add your captions, you add your text, you add some hashtags if you want. You can have an image thumbnail, like a flat image that a still image people are going to see when they're first going to your video. And then that's it. You load it and there it goes. So we have a video on that. We also have a video in Creator Studio in your notes that guides you to how to schedule videos and how to upload IGTV from desktop. So it's all in your notes, but it's a wonderful tool. It's also a really great tool if you have a series of video, like video tours or that you have from your properties. You can start loading them on Instagram if they are more than 60 seconds through IGTV. And by the way, we have a course, a 1-hour course just on Facebook, an hour course just on Instagram, and one just on strategy, just on advertising. So if you want to take this to the next level, we have options for you. Now moving on to photo albums and photo slideshows. And this is a great tool, and Heather's going to share with you.
Yeah, I would like to tell everyone that yesterday I was working with a young lady that was taking our Facebook course, and she said, Heather, I just don't understand Facebook. I really can't get into it, and but I know I need to be doing it to be competitive. And we got talking, and I said, well, tell me who you are, about you, what you like. And she said, I love taking photos. She said, I have beautiful photos of where I live. She lives on Vancouver Island in Qualicum, Parksville. And I said, oh my goodness, people love photos. In fact, our clients that use photos get the most engagement without spending any money at all. And she just felt so much better. She said, oh, I think I have my purpose for using Facebook now. And so we went through the slideshow, and I said to her, you can take 3 to 10 photos and Facebook will make a little video movie for you out of those photos, and you can add music to it. You can have a link to your website where maybe you have a photo gallery where people can look at more photos of your area. Because as a real estate agent, we don't just sell a house, we sell a neighborhood, we sell the community that property's in. And you as a real estate agent can showcase the beauty of all the areas that you market. So using the slideshow, Facebook is saying, we want you to do video. And a lot of you still aren't doing video, so we will help you by creating a slideshow. So Catherine and I will send you a link to a video that shows you step by step how to create a slideshow video on your wall or in the new Creator Studio. So Facebook is now come out with, in the last 6 months, a new way for you to create content, and it's called the Creator Studio, where you can create Facebook content and Instagram content right on your desktop computer. So it's just a lovely new way that Facebook's trying to help us all out. And I hope that for some of you that this helps you relate to Facebook a little better. Now we're going to talk a little bit about split screen interviews and screen sharing. So some of you are probably getting really used to doing Zoom meetings. A lot of the offices in the real estate companies are, and even the boards, are communicating with their clients via Zoom meetings. So you are getting more comfortable. You're on Zoom right now. This is a Zoom webinar. So this is an educational purpose that Catherine and I are using this service, and we pay for it. There is a free service for Zoom, and it allows you to maybe do a market evaluation with a client privately and share your screen so you can talk about what's listed, comparables, what's sold, things of that nature. Or you could have the seller with the Zoom and a buyer and their agent and a mortgage broker all in the Zoom room, and maybe someone wants to look at the kitchen and the cupboards, and so the seller can take them around, and so you can have that type of a meeting. Or you can do something that Catherine had mentioned that one of our clients, Richard's, doing, and he's done 65 Zoom interviews with other professionals, and he is using those Zooms, recording them, downloading them, putting them on his Facebook business page, putting them on his YouTube channel, and then converting the file from the square, from the landscape format that comes off of Zoom. He's using an app called InShot, and you'll get a video on this. And he's taking that landscape and turning it vertical and then putting all of those Zoom meetings on IGTV. So look at the multi-purpose and the relationships that this person is building just by grabbing Zoom free and utilizing it to the best of his ability and recording his meetings. Now, Zoom also has an option for you to go live on Facebook. However, it's a paid, I think it's about $20 a month for that option. So Zoom is really popular. It's really good for conducting business, going over contracts of purchase and sale. If you end up getting a contract and you can't get together with the seller. And so it's just a really nice way that we are now communicating. Then you have scheduling your live. I'm going to let Catherine talk about the Live Producer Studio. So this is actually brand new. It's brand new and it's a little glitchy right now, but that's where you can go from your desktop computer and you can actually go live, and it's perfect as a real estate agent to do a market update. I go live just about every other day, just practicing, seeing, getting the bugs out of it. So that is going live directly from your desktop computer using the Live Producer. There is a screen share option, but the screen only shows your screen and you cannot be in the corner. So Zoom, I think, is a better option at this time. But I do like using the Live Producer on Facebook. So you will see it when you go live. It'll take you right into the producing room and you'll turn on your camera. We have a video on it, so if you've never done it, it can sound a little confusing. Everything is never easy the first time, and we 100% understand that because we've worked with hundreds of real estate agents that don't feel so tech savvy. But once you've done it a couple of times, we know that you'll start to feel better. Another option which is free is Be Live TV. Be Live TV. Catherine and I have done 58 episodes of our social chats using Be Live, and you can schedule your live and it will put out a post on your Facebook business page, and then you just go into Be Live, and there's a free version and a paid version like everything. You get more bells and whistles when you pay for it, of course. And so those are two other options of going live. Be Live is lots of fun. We are enjoying that. And Catherine's going to talk to you about being social.
Okay, so a lot of people say, okay, well, this is great. I get this, but to be honest, I don't even have that many followers on Instagram or that many people liking my Facebook business page. So is this really worth it? And so, yes, it's worth it. Even if you have 10 followers, they are 10 good followers. But how do you get more? And how do you get more engagement? So the key is to be social 10 minutes a day. So what we want you to do starting today is book 10 minutes and put a timer on and go on your favorite platform, whether it's Facebook and Instagram, and start looking for like-minded business owners, for people in your community, for people that are friends or friends of friends that could be potential clients. And then see if you can like, comment, follow some pages, or share some content for 10 minutes. And when you comment on certain posts or like on certain posts, then you want to comment with a purpose, like more than just an emoji, like a couple of words saying why you like that post or why you like that image or something. And this allows you to have a presence. It allows you to shake hands on social media. It allows you to connect with businesses where potentially you would love to put your business card on their boards or in a little package on their counter back in the days, or people that you would like to give your business card to. So go ahead, dive into a platform, 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, put your hands up like in those cooking shows on TV where the timer goes and if they touch the food, they get disqualified. This is the same thing because you will get sucked in the social media platform. So 10 minutes, be disciplined, 10 minutes a day, give it a try, and you will see by being social on social media, this is what's going to shake up the algorithms and bring people your way. Now, promotion and distribution. So this kind of came up after we start doing so many like live and promoting videos. And now what happened? Well, a couple of things. First, if you have to send a video file to somebody, to someone helping you with your social media or to someone, a client, those video files are really heavy. Two things. You want to make sure you delete them from your computer and delete them from your phone if you are not using them anymore, so you don't jam up all the storage on your phone. If you want to send a file, it's really heavy to email. It's going to get stuck in your outbox. So, or if you text it, sometimes it reduces the resolution. So we like using WeTransfer.com, and we have some step-by-step guide in your notes on how to use WeTransfer. But essentially, you go to WeTransfer.com, upload a file, email it, and people get a link to download it. Super easy. There is Dropbox. There's Google Drive. WhatsApp is really good because it's an app on your phone. You connect with the telephone number. It doesn't charge you long distance or anything like that. You can send video file all over the world. Keep in mind, if they're heavier, sharing a folder with Google or Dropbox is easier. So this is how you share those files. Now, what happens if you have a live open house going on Saturday at 10? You want to promote that open house. You want to let people know where you're going to be and how to access that live broadcast, because it's not intuitive for everyone. If you say I'm live on Facebook, people are like, okay, well, how do I get there? Like, what's happening? So the easiest way, whether you're going live on Facebook and Instagram, is to go on desktop, and you can go on Instagram.com desktop and log into your account, or on your Facebook business page. At the top of your screen, you will see the URL, the www.facebook.com, your page name. That's the URL that you want to share to people and say, I will be live on that page at that time. Same with Instagram. You can say, I'll be live on Instagram. This is the name of my account. So it's easy for people to know where to go. If you are on Instagram, you cannot share a link, an active link in the caption of your post. So you might just want to give them the name of your Facebook page so they can write it down and go look for you on Facebook. Now, there is a second way to go about that. If you want to be more specific and send people directly to that specific post, to that live recording, you can go and share with them. And I've put it on the slides here. Two things on the slides. You will see now on your Facebook business page, you have a tab that you can access in your settings. You will see tabs and services. You can have a live tab. When people land on your Facebook business page, they can see all your live recordings there. When you go to start a live video on Facebook, most of you will get a pop-up to use the Facebook Live Producer. When you use the Facebook Live Producer, it's like a mini video studio. Say it's going to say, are you okay to use your camera on your phone? When would you like, do you want to schedule a live broadcast? And this is where the magic happens, because you can say, yes, actually, Facebook, I'd like to schedule a live broadcast Saturday at 10. This is the image I want to show on a post that will be talking about that specific open house. In this case, a photo of the property. This is the text I want to put with that post. And then Facebook's going to say, okay, perfect, let's schedule that for you. It's going to put it on your Facebook business page, and it will give you a URL that you can use specifically for that post, and also a Facebook Live URL, which essentially is facebook.com, your page name /live, instagram.com, your account name /live. So these are links you can use, and you can use the specific link to your post should you schedule it. With BeLive TV, you can also schedule a broadcast. Same with Zoom with a Pro plan. You can decide to go live through Zoom, and in all these instances, you will get a URL. Now, when you are loading a listing on MLS, you will now have a space, a box where it will tell you, do you want to add a link to a future live open house? And you can say yes, and you know what the link is, because we've talked about this and it's in your notes. So you take this URL, you plug it in, and when you go live, it's going to be linked to your property on your website, and it will guide people there. Lots to think about, but remember that you have options to schedule live broadcasts in advance. And then for all you have to remember, if this is kind of a bit much, is that the URL sits on the top of on desktop of your Facebook business page, or on the top of your Instagram account. And then let's step into promotion. Promotion, engagement, and leads. So you want to create an event. This is an event. A live broadcast is an event. You want to invite people to that event. So you can actually on Facebook create an event, right? You have this, this option. You can talk about it as a post, but you can also create an event so that it will show up all over Facebook as an upcoming event. You can do your post of your schedule live open house, talking about it in advance, and pin it to the top of your page. We have a video on that if you're not sure how to do that, but that way whoever lands on your Facebook business page will see that post first. You can share the replay link on other channels. So say you're done your Facebook live open house and now it's on your Facebook business page. This is going to be a post, like a video that's there to stay, that people can watch over and over again. You can go on that post and then share the URL of that specific post and let people on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on your blog, on your newsletter, and say, should you wish to watch a live replay of this property, of this open house, this is the link, and then you get more views. You can get leads by showcasing key features of the property and then asking people to email you or to message you for more. So for example, you can say, okay, we're going to go over the key features of this house. Say the kitchen, the beautiful view, the deck, and one of like the bedrooms, or the key features of the house. But you can say, there is so much more to this property. If you want to find out more, please contact me and I will send you some more information. We can schedule a one-on-one meeting. Like, take the conversation to the next level and ask people to give you some information. And then you can also say, I have a great buyer's guide. I have more resources. Give them something in exchange for them to give you their email address. Because after all this is over, you will always be able to keep email addresses. If you take people off of social media, then you kind of get to like have a little bit more to carry on. So if you have a great content that you think you could share, you can promote that during your live and say to people, email me or just pop your email in the comments below and I'll make sure to send you more information on this property or a buyer's guide or something else, or a home evaluation for that matter. So keep promotion, engagement, and leads in mind so you are strategic and you can make the most out of your live presentation. And then communication, this is the last part we're covering before opening our Q&A. So we will be here to answer all your questions. But how do you go about communicating and having meetings with everybody? I'll let Heather cover this section.
Okay, super. Thanks, Catherine. I just want to tell everyone that Catherine and I will be doing a live video on Friday, and we're going to talk about all the new things. There are so many new things that have come out with Facebook. You can go live from your event now. You can use the Instagram challenge to create activity. Like, there's so many new things that we can't cover it all in 60 minutes. So we do a live update on Friday, and if you want to watch us, you can learn some more new things. And the reason I brought that up is because there are so many new things when it comes to using Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger is now coming out with messenger rooms where you can have up to 50 people in these rooms, and same with your WhatsApp. It's another place that Facebook owns WhatsApp, and they are creating a very similar to Zoom atmosphere. So keep your eyes on Facebook Messenger. FaceTime is something that we've always used. FaceTime we use from our phone, and often what happens is by accident we hit video instead of call, and we video someone and then we hang up because we did it by mistake. But it's a really good way to communicate and see people. Facebook Messenger and Facebook Messenger groups, as I just mentioned, are becoming so big right now because you can use Messenger from your desktop computer now as a separate app outside of Facebook. And often I have a cocktail party with my girlfriends on Friday night at 6 o'clock, and we talk. My girlfriends are all in real estate all across Canada, and we just get together and we say, what's going on? How's everyone feeling? And we share ideas. I also have a meeting with my own family using Facebook, by video. So these are all by video, and they're really good ways for you to practice with friends and family first, and then take it to the next level and reach out to your community and to your associates and potential clients. Skype has been around forever. We've gone over Zoom. We've talked about contract sharing, sharing the screen. Email by BombBomb is fabulous. It is a paid application where you can send small videos to update clients, keep them in the know, especially if you have a real estate deal going with a client. You definitely want to keep communication flowing, and it's really nice to see someone's face. Email is good with BombBomb. BombBomb does not work on social media, so don't try putting your BombBombs on social media. We have not found that it works very well. And those are really just different ways that we can communicate today with our clients and with the people that we want to let them know we're still in business. Business isn't the same, but we're still here, and you're trying to keep a heartbeat on your business, and that's why you're here right now. And we hope that this 60 minutes has helped you find one little thing that you can put into your toolkit and you can get excited about and have some fun, and just reach out to Catherine and I if you need help. You're going to get an email from us within 24 hours with all of the stuff that we've just talked about, with video links for you to follow, with an invitation into our private Facebook group. Catherine's just put a poll up, and we love to hear what you're struggling with and what you would like help with. We have just created our boot camp that normally we do in person, and it's 6 hours. And so we've divided the 6 hours into 1 hour modules. In BC, they work for self-accredited through the real estate board, self-directed credits. And we're very excited about it. You can find that information on our website. We'd like to take the next couple of minutes and just open up the floor to questions. What are you guys thinking? Do you need some?
let us know your questions. We have a Q&A. We are there for you. The notes and YouTube tutorials are coming your way. And if you go to keepitsimplesocialmedia.com under webinars, you will see a list of all the other webinars that we just finished creating, with tons of notes, tons of content, tons of information. All the webinars are live, so we are there to hold your hand. So they are there for you. The topics are written down. So strategy is the big one, Facebook pro tips, Instagram pro tips, advertising, all about video, all about photo and video editing. If you're starting video editing is a big one, most of it with some free apps that we use all the time. So thank you so much for voting. You'll also receive a quick survey, and we really, really value your feedback. So if you have any feedback, you can pop it on the chat or in an email or in the survey that you will get. And then
Amy, thank you so much. That's very nice. We really appreciate your feedback.
Excellent. And this is perfect. This is awesome. And something that a lot of people ask us is, sometimes we get asked, like, should I have a personal profile or a business profile, and both, and Facebook and Instagram? And then I think one way to go over this is that you want to keep your business with business. Facebook business page, it's like a souped up listing in the yellow pages. This is how you can be found. If people are looking for you, you update your Facebook business page more frequently than your website. Sometimes this is what's going to show the quickest. And then your personal profile is always good to share content about your business, be it content of service, answering questions, talking about maybe a new property you have, but in a not selling way, more as telling a story. And this is where you can kind of bring some of business to your personal profile, but in a more personal way.
Jackie, you gave me a good little giggle. Good girl. Yeah, we're all old dogs. It's all new for all of us. Absolutely.
The live updates on Friday. We like to do live updates and Friday Q&A. Normally it's about 9:30, but if you go on a Facebook business page, we'll promote them in advance so you'll be able to know, and on our Instagram account. I can be found on Instagram at Catherine Aird, and if you follow me, I'll make sure to follow you back and keep an eye on your accounts. Same with Heather at Keep It Simple Social Media. There's links to all our YouTube videos, accounts with tons of free resources at catherineaird.ca and keepitsimplesocialmedia.com. So we are super happy that you were able to join us today. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can put them on the Facebook group and we will be there for ongoing support. So I think,
yeah. Question about what sequence is best for learning. And I think the first thing you want to ask yourself is, where do the majority of the people that you work with hang out? Are they mostly on Facebook, or is it Instagram, or is it LinkedIn? Like, you need to ask yourself and get a feeling. Sometimes you have to just reach out and ask your clients. It's a good way to send out an email and ask them, look, I'm looking at getting involved in a social media platform. Can you tell me what you're most spending your time on? And then take the basics, the step one. The step one would be either an Instagram course or a Facebook business course. This is business, right? And then from there, you're going to have to learn how to create content. You're going to have to learn how to do photos and editing, and you're going to have to learn how to do videos. And then you have to take an advertising course, because you have to learn how to spend money to be seen, because all social media is a pay to play place where the only way you're really going to get in front of the right customers or people to see your products and services, your market evaluations or your homes you have for sale, is to actually give Facebook a couple of dollars and say, go hit these people. And there are brand new rules around advertising when it comes to Facebook because of real estate and because of the Cambridge Analytica. So there's things that are so new that you have to take a course to learn how to use them. That's a great question. Thank you.
Yeah, and don't forget strategy, because before all this, you need a game plan. So you're efficient, so you know what you want to accomplish, you know your goals, you know how to keep an eye on your KPI, your ROI, like all these numbers that's going to see what's performing, what's not, how to go about it. And
actually, strategy is number one.
Strategy, yeah, right.
Number one. That's the first thing you have to learn.
Learn about strategy. And you know what? Pick the course that you enjoy, that you have time for, that you kind of feel you want, and we will be offering these courses on an ongoing basis. So whenever you feel like your business needs a little boost and you have a bit of time, you can pop on our websites and see the latest offerings. So on that note, I will wish you all a beautiful, beautiful day, and please keep in touch and remember to keep it simple.
Be safe. Be safe.
Yes. Goodbye,
Thank you
everyone.
so much, you guys, for your time this morning.
Thank you. Thanks, Heather.
Bye.